Hi, I'm Lindsay from CotterCrunch.com, and today we were making sticky date cake yogurt bowls. This is one of my favorite recipes from my new cookbook, and I know that you'll love it. All right, so to make this recipe, it's super simple. All you need are almond flour and coconut flour, egg, dates, which are soaked in honey and water. Then you have your toppings, like banana and granola, oils, either coconut oil or even yogurt, again, to pair it with later. And then we have a little bit of honey and molasses to top. So we've mixed together our almond flour, which is about 3 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon of coconut flour, and your baking powder. Mix it all together, make sure there's no clumps. Then we're gonna add it into a small mug that's greased or oiled. So once we got that in there, make sure that's all mixed together and just set it aside for when it's ready to cook. Now we have our dates. The dates have been soaked for about 2 hours in water and a little bit of honey. Now what you can do is after you've drained some of the water, you can either blend it together in a food processor, or if they're really soaked well, you can just mash them down. And that's what I like to do if I don't have a food processor or if I just don't want to clean out another dish. All right, so we're mashing them together and they're becoming kind of like a banana. You mash it, it gets really soft, sticky. So once we have that, you're gonna add in just a touch more of honey. You don't need a lot because dates are naturally sweet to begin with. Mix it all together. Perfect. So you can tell it's nice and sticky just by the sound of it. We're gonna mix together your coconut oil. You can also use hazelnut oil, which gives it a good nutty flavor. Your coconut milk. And then you have a little bit of vanilla. You can use Mexican vanilla, you can use any type of vanilla there. Now, we're gonna break the egg, mix it together with the oils, and then combine it with our flours. All right, so we've got the liquid mixture, the dry mixture, and the dates. We'll add them all together into one mug. All right, it's getting pretty full, so slowly mix it together. It's gonna be a little bit clumpy because you'll have the dates in there that are still sticky, but you'll get a nice smooth consistency, just like you would be cooking a regular cake. All right, we are ready for this to go into the microwave. If you don't have a microwave, you can set out 2 little ramekins and pour it into each, or 1 large ramekin and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes on 350. So to make the cake, I usually put it in the microwave for 3 to 4 30-second intervals, checking each time as it rises. All right, we've just gotten our cake out of the microwave. Now what I like to do is just flip it over and slice it into pieces, and then we're gonna make our bowls. All right, it's a nice tall cake. Looks heavenly. I just kind of slice it in half. There's some dates in there. It's nice and gooey in the middle. Slice it up. You can also crumble it. So now we've kind of got this cake crumble, which is perfect for the yogurt bowls. We're also going to slice up some banana to go on top. We've got our toppings here. Now we layer the bowls, but you can use 2 or 1 big one. I'm going to use Greek yogurt, or if you want to do strictly paleo, you can use coconut yogurt. So vanilla is a nice pairing with this because the dates kind of already give it the sweetness, so you don't need a lot. You can also use plain. Plain works as well too. All right, so we split this yogurt in half. Just about 1/2 cup each works. We're gonna take the cake, divide it into 2 bowls. Again, this is so good for just breakfast, dessert, snacks. Kids love it. It's nutrient dense, full of fiber, protein, you name it. All right, so we've got those 2 bowls ready. Now we just gotta do our toppings. Banana on the side or on top. And then I like to add a little bit of that crunch. So I've taken some gluten-free granola here. You can also use muesli or just plain oats. We'll sprinkle it on top. Those 2 bowls are ready. Now, the key here is to add molasses on top. That's going to give it more sticky flavor, that a little bit of sweetness. Dessert, breakfast, in a matter of seconds, really. I hope you enjoy these bowls as much as we do. Visit cottercrunch.com for more bowl recipes.